Hey everyone, welcome to the Collector's Table, and today we're going to be unboxing and reviewing the new Venom Premium Format figure by Sideshow Collectables. Before we get started, I would like to mention that we are doing a giveaway for the channel. I'm going to be giving away the X-Men Sauron statue, 1/10 scale by Iron Studios. Really cool piece. It's one of the proximity pieces that you can use for the X-Men diorama, the Sentinel diorama. So if you have that piece or you just want a standalone piece, I will be doing a giveaway once we hit 100 subscribers. So you got a pretty good chance to win. Make sure that you hit the like button, you leave a comment below, and you subscribe to the channel so that way you know when we do the drawing. And once we hit that milestone, we will do a drawing and pick the winner, and I'll ship it to your house free of charge. Okay guys, with that out of the way, let's go ahead and get to the review and unboxing of the statue. This one has 2,500 for the edition size. I have number 32. Pretty large box, as you can tell. The box, I think it cost me about $102 to ship it, so not too bad, especially with shipping prices nowadays. Everything's been getting a lot more expensive, so not that bad considering. Let's go ahead and take it out of the box. All right. Okay, so the art box looks really good. It's got some really nice colors. It has a blue and yellow and white color scheme to it. You got Venom on one side. Looks pretty good. And it just says Venom on the other side. Not bad. Let's get it all the way out of the box and see what we got in here. Okay, so you got two layers. They stacked it on top of one another. I'm just gonna cut open this top layer first. Oh, nice. This thing is huge. Okay, so here's a picture of the two layers, and wow, guys, Venom's body is massive. You can see he also has his two massive arms in the same layer, and the other layer has the base with a bunch of tendrils that are surrounding it. So let's start putting this thing together, but before we do, here's the bottom of the base. And you can see number 32 out of 2,500. And the colors look great too. You can see the blues, the whites, the yellow. Everything looks like it meshes pretty well. All right, let's go ahead and put this base down right there. And guys, this base is huge. It's got some good weight to it too. Okay, so the first piece we're gonna key in from right here. This is the Goblin's glider. It's got some pretty good damage and stuff to it. We're gonna key it in right here. Just like that. Next piece is next to the glider here. You got a chemical splash. Keys in there. And now we have the body. Very heavy body. The left foot just keys in the front there and slides into place. And the right foot is on the back there. There's no key. It just rests on the back there. Massive piece, guys. Okay, so the next piece is a tendril. This gold piece matches up with the gold slot there. Here, the chemical splash. Some more tendrils right here. And another one by his left foot. Got another large tendril by the front of the base. Okay, so got some more tendrils here. A lot of tendrils on his right foot. You got a green one that keys on the other side. Okay, and the last tendril goes on his right leg, basically his shin, just like that. Okay, next is his right arm. And just for a size comparison, it might come in a little bit blurry, but that's my hand right there, and you can see his hand just for scale, but we'll key it in right there. And next we have his left arm that keys in just like that. All right, so we got a couple more tendrils. One on his right hand, the other on his left hand. Finally, let's finish up these tendrils, moving up Venom's arm. Got one right there. And moving to his shoulder, we got a blue peg right there. And you got a green peg. And a silver. Lastly, we have the portrait. And that'll key in right there. Okay, so a pretty sizable piece, very large. As far as the dimensions, it's about 23 inches high, 18.5 inches wide, and almost just about 20 inches in depth. So not going to take up a ton of space in your collection compared to some other statues, but yeah, not bad. All right, down here at the base, you can see it's got this green chemical going through the whole base. Looks really good. It gives more color to the actual statue, makes it pop a little bit more. So I appreciate that. That looks pretty good. It's got a green chemical splash on the side right there, as he's kind of running through the sewers. You can see the splash just coming up. So that looks really good. You have tendrils going through the whole bottom of the base, almost like it's a living thing growing and crawling all over Venom and the base itself. You can see the Goblin glider. It looks like half the Goblin glider, maybe just the wing and the engine, or one of the engines on the Goblin glider that have broken off. Maybe he had an encounter with the Green Goblin. And you can see the dents and scratches and the battle damage on the glider wing itself. You could see the stone and the rod iron that's going through the stone sticking out and protruding on the sides. And the stone looks pretty good. There's certain parts of it that are smooth, a little bit smoother than others. Some parts look fantastic. Other parts just look okay, but nothing that's going to be too concerning. You have the manhole cover of Oscorp Industries at the bottom. Probably could have used a little bit more weathering, but doesn't look too bad. It's got the big bolts that give it a good detail effect that I like. Moving up to his feet and legs, you could see the symbiote almost like it looks alive, growing up his legs, and you could see the green reflection of the chemical from the bottom of the sewer reflecting onto his legs and body, which looks really good. I was kind of worried about how that effect was going to turn out, but in person doesn't look bad at all. I think it actually looks quite good. Moving up to his upper body, you can see his physique is looks very strong, very muscular. The textures came out good. Some of the textures on his signature Spidey logo on his chest and his back, they look a little messy, but you could kind of say that maybe that's the symbiote that's kind of making it look like there's movement throughout his body, because the symbiote is moving throughout his body. So you could probably get away with that reasoning for why it looks like that, but still a little bit sloppy on the paint. Moving up to his monstrous arms, he's got these big hulking arms connected to these gigantic claws on his hands that just look menacing. Like he's just, if he gets his hands on you, that he would just rip you to shreds. Looks like that's what he might have done to Spider-Man, as he has his mask, and it looks like it's got some movement in the mask, and it's creating this movement through the whole statue, like he's running through the sewer system, actively looking for Spider-Man, as he probably didn't finish him, so now he wants to finish the job. So that's cool. Okay, so moving up to his head, his teeth came out. I mean, if I had to rate his teeth, I think the teeth came out on this statue. I mean, it's like a 10 out of 10. I mean, the teeth look really, really good. I love the way they got like the dirt, like his teeth haven't been brushed or cleaned in centuries. I think that looks really cool. His tongue, they got the famous Venom tongue just curling out of his mouth as he's screaming and yelling or raging out. His eyes. Okay, so his eyes are probably the worst thing out of the portrait. Probably the worst thing out of the statue, in my personal opinion. The eye coloring, I like the eye coloring. I just don't like how it's applied to the eyes. It's got like the speckling effect that makes it look like it was almost rushed to do the eyes, or they didn't smooth it or blend it properly. But you know, I don't, from a distance it doesn't look bad, but when you get up on pretty close to it, then you can really tell. So overall, I am happy with the statue. There are a couple things here and there that, you know, I can nitpick about, but you really can't beat it for the price in comparison to other statues. I like Venom. I don't read a lot of comics and stuff like that, but I do like the character. I like the whole presence that he brings with this statue. So I am glad that I bought it. Again, though, if I had to nitpick on some little things, I think the thing that bothers me the most is probably the eyes. And, you know, I think that was probably rushed a little bit. And for $650, it probably should have been blended a little bit better, but it's not a big deal. I think from a distance, it still looks great. I'm still going to have this in my collection. Originally, I ordered this statue and then I canceled it because I PO'd the new Venom Arise from XM Studios. But I have the Symbiote Spider-Man, and I also have Carnage. We're going to be doing an unboxing of him pretty soon. That's going to be hitting the channel, so stay tuned for that. But I wanted to get that whole collection from Sideshow so I can have them all together on the shelf. And I'll show you what that, guys. I'll show you what those look like. But overall, I'm happy with the statue. I'm glad I bought it. Again, guys, I appreciate you stopping in and watching my review on the new Venom Premium Format figure by Sideshow Collectables. And keep an eye out for my future videos that are going to be coming up on the channel. I have a bunch of statues on pre-order that I think you guys will enjoy. Hit the subscribe button on the way out, and I'll see you on the next one.
Yeah.